What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we have a 2017 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, the Marathoner, and it came for a check engine light, and we went ahead and figured out why that came on. But before we get into that, if you guys are enjoying this content, go ahead and like, follow, share, subscribe, as we're on the road to 500 followers. Once we hit that 500 followers, then we will be doing a giveaway, and the only way to qualify for that giveaway is to make sure that you ultimately become a subscriber first. Then you go ahead and watch the video in full, like and comment, and you will be eligible for that giveaway that we'll be doing once we hit that 500. Let's go ahead and talk about why it is that this Mercedes-Benz has this check engine light. The check engine light is a P19DE00 that's also active and stored, and that has to do with the emissions is limited for the NOx concentration has been exceeded, and so it cut off the EGR valve. And then we also have P16CD00 that is also an active and stored code, and that has to do with the AdBlue system warning in stage 2. Now, what these two have to do with the NOx system, guys, it is super imperative to understand that diesel and gasoline works two different ways. Diesel works off of pressure and heat in order to have a full combustion. It is super imperative that you continue filling up your DEF fluid with actual good DEF, but also make sure that it's at the appropriate level where it needs to be, so then that way you don't have NOx sensor issues. Another thing to know that with diesels, you do not want that vehicle idling. Here's another safety tip. It doesn't matter if it's diesel and or gas. If there's any car that has a turbo, the moment you are speeding and that turbo winds up and builds up a lot of heat, the moment you put it in park, you want to make sure that you allow that turbo to cool down. Give it 30 seconds to a minute before you turn it off, so then that way your turbo lasts a long time and you don't abuse that turbo. A lot of people do abuse it, so you want to make sure that you take care of that. Okay, like I said, this is where your DEF fluid is. Right now, if you look down in here where my fingers are at, right there, this is a hose that is connected to the DEF system that allows it to feed in there, but this hose has collapsed on itself. And you also need to make sure that the hose has an appropriate amount of DEF fluid. If it doesn't, it will collapse on itself, causing the NOx sensor to not be able to read properly like it should. Now, some other things that I found on this vehicle that needs to be replaced is the valve cover gasket. You can see right here, it definitely is leaking, not only on this side, but also on the driver's side as well. You can see all of this oil residue right there. That is due to the fact that the valve cover is leaking, and it definitely does need to be replaced. Another thing that needs to be replaced is also going to be the brake fluid. Now, two reasons for the brake fluid needing to be replaced is also because, one, it is dirty, and two, because we do need brake pads and rotors all the way around due to the fact that the rotors are scored and also the brake pads are worn down. With the valve cover leaking, I am going to recommend that he also gets an oil change for that. But there's one more thing that I want to show you guys. Okay, so this module right here. So when I had came up underneath here, I noticed that this hose was disconnected. I'm not 100% sure what this module does. If anyone does know, please let me know in the comments. But I went ahead and I plugged that back in there. There's a reason why it's supposed to be up in there, so I went ahead and I put it back. Now, let's go ahead and check one more thing. So this right here is going to be the exhaust pipe, and you can see that it has a hole in there, and that's because this actually got melted off of the back of this. So what I did was I advised the customer just to cut around it, try to fix this. We did go ahead and checked everything, made sure that everything is good. Other than those issues that I found, this van is in perfectly good condition. Once all of those issues get fixed, everything will be running efficiently as it was designed to do. If you guys enjoyed this content, go ahead and like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next repair.